Okay, let's start. So today we are discussing how to load data AWS S3 to Snowflake. So usually what is the workflow? So we receive data from multiple sources like Oracle to AWS S3 bucket, then to Snowflake to DBT, then BI like Power BI. Can take as example. So ETLT, they will push data into the S3 bucket. So after that, our process will be start as a Snowflake developer. So the data are like CSV files or JSON files. So those data we need to load into the Snowflake. Then after we need to connect with the DBT. Then after doing the transformation, then we will connect with BI tools. So our work is loading data S3 to Snowflake, connecting with DBT, then we need to do some transformation. This is our process. In between, we need to know what to do. Okay, so if you know like ETL tools like Informatica Power Center, then you can work with that. Or actually to how to push data into the S3 bucket. Okay? That is your advantage skill. So first, what we need AWS. Okay, so in that we need to have the S3 bucket. Okay, so this bucket having one URL. So we need to have that URL. Then next we need to have IAM policy. That is like role. So here we need to have the ARN, Amazon Resource Number. This is IAM means INT Access Management. Okay. So we need to create one S3 bucket. So we need to copy the URL. Then we need to create one IAM. So that is one role. So we need to have the one Amazon Resource Number. We need to capture. So with this two, we need to create the storage integration in Snowflake. Storage integration in Snowflake. Here, how we will create here storage integration. Okay, so usually we need to mention here like create integration. So integration name. Then after, so we need to give like storage provider. We have a storage provider S3. So we need to give the S3. Then we need to give the storage allowed locations. Storage, okay, allowed location, or first we can go to storage AWS or role ARN. We need a imagine resource number, so we need to paste in between the single quotations. This. Then we need to use the storage allowed locations. So here we need to paste the S3 bucket URL. S3 bucket URL we need to paste here. This one we need. So here we need to give enable equal true. It means like we are loading data from S3 to Snowflake. So this is we need to create the integration. Then after next step. So after that we need to go with the describe the integration. Describe the integration. 1 second. So describe the integration. So integration name. Okay. Then we will get new user ARN. So we need to copy that new user ARN. Again, we need to go to the role. There we will see trust or relationship policy. There we need to go. We need to update the ARN. So after that, the connection between S3 and Snowflake will be established. Then after that is Snowflake. So how to access the data? So for that, so we need to create the stage in the Snowflake with integration name and S3 URL. So after that, from stage select $1, $2. We can select we can see the data from the stage. So we need to check the columns, okay, and what are the data types. Okay, his file CSV or JSON file. So we need to check everything. Okay, we need to check the data. So at the requirement, we need to create the file format, or and we need to create the target table. The target table. Then after that, so we need to use the copy command. So we need to load data into the target table. Copy. So if the data is bulk, directly we will run the copy command. But if we are receiving like uh, 12 hours or 24 hours or 2 days, okay, for that, if we are receiving different timings, okay, for that we need to create the snow pipe. Okay, so here we will give the connection. Create snow pipe. Okay, so pipe name. Then we will go with the auto ingestible rule. Then has to. Okay, then it will run the copy command when the file loaded to the S3 bucket. Then after that again we need to set the pipe. Then we need to go to the S3 bucket. There we need to create event notification. So to load continuous data. Okay. So first we will see about how to load bulk data. Then we will going to see about Snowpipe. Then after that we going to see how to handle the error data. Then after that we going to see the how to handle the JSON data. So first of all, I'm going to. So I'm having the AWS account. Just you can create using your debit card, credit card. Normally you can create. Okay. Then you just go to click password. Then sign in. So it will ask for authentication code. Wait. Okay. So after you can see here we have recent visited info S3 IAM. So first go to insert type S3. Okay, you can see buckets, storage and dashboards. Okay, so batch operations. Okay, different you can see. Just click on this S3. So next step. So here you can see create bucket. Click on this link. Okay, so again you can see. Okay, we need to give the name general purpose bucket name. We need to give. I'm giving uh, today's date December 22nd 2025. Okay, so then scroll down. Don't change anything. Okay, just create a bucket. Okay, so here we can find our bucket list. So you can see here. So December 22nd. So after that, we need to create one folder. Create folder. So I'm giving the CSV file folder name. CSV or CSV data. So after that, just create folder. So here I'm going to upload one CSV file. So upload. So add files. Here you can see files. Then I'm choosing CSV to file. So upload. So now the file is uploaded. So we can click on this link. So this is, you can see, so object actions query with S3 select. Okay. So after that, run SQL query. Usually it's going to show data here, but as of now, this AWS is not supporting. So in some accounts, it's going to support. Okay. So this is how to create the S3 bucket. Okay. Okay. So this again buckets. Okay. We, so you can see this is my open. So after that opening, you can see opening CSV files. So you can see copy S3 URI. Okay. So this is we required to create the integration. Okay. Now, okay, first we will create a role. Just type I am. So here we have I am. Okay. Inside I am we have groups, users, roles, policies, access, and everything. So click on I am. IAM means Identity Access Management. Here you can see roles. So you can create a role from this point, right side corner, you can see create role. Then here we have AWS service, service account, web identity, this SAML and custom trust files. So here we need to choose AWS account. Let's scroll down. So click on next. So in search here, so we need to type the S3. Okay. So after that, we need to check mark this one. It means Amazon S3 full access. So we need to have the access of complete S3 bucket. Okay, Amazon S3 full access. Okay, then scroll down, click on next. Okay, then here we need to give the role name. Okay, I'm giving Snowflake data loading. This is the role I'm giving. Just scroll down, create role. So role is created. You can see this is Snowflake data loading. Here you can see the so ARA Amazon resource number. So this is maximum session duration. So 1 hour. Okay. So now go to Snowflake. Okay. Here what we need to do, we need to create one database. Okay. Again one schema. Okay. Click on plus button. Select SQL file. So already we have and close this one. Okay. So this is just. So I'm choosing new worksheet, new file. Here we have just give name. Okay. So I'm using raw database. Use the database. So it's a raw database. I'm going to create one schema. Schema. So data loading. Data loading in the first. So now we are in the raw database data. So in this here we need to create the storage integration. Okay. So next go with create integration. Okay. So here we need to give the so integration name. Okay. I'm giving equal. So then after that we need to provide like from where we are type equal to external stage. External stage we need to give. Then we need to give the like storage provider is storage provider equal to S3. So from S3 bucket we are loading the data. Then enable equal to true. So this will give the uh, access to loading data S3 to Snowflake. So, so then again, so this is important. So storage, okay, again AWS, then in role, then array. So equal to, so in single quotations. So we need to paste the array. Yeah. So we will paste like that. So then again, we need to write storage allowed locations. So here we need to provide the brackets in single bracket. We need to provide the this bracket URL. So this is way of creating the integration. So now go to again S3. Okay. Suppose if you don't have this page, just simply type IAM. Okay. We'll go to again roles. So here you can see uh, S3 Snowflake data loading. So after that you can see ARN this one. So copy this ARN. Again go to here, paste here. So this is the ARN. Okay. Next storage locations. So again go to AWS, type S3. Okay. Then click on S3 bucket. S3, click on S3. There you can see the buckets. So our bucket is like December 22. Open this one. So open CSV files folder. So copy this S3 URL. Then again come to here, paste here. Okay. So this is a way of create integration. So integration name type equal to external stage. AWS is the external stage and storage provider S3 is the bucket. So enabled equal to true. Then storage underscore AWS underscore role underscore ARN. So this is the we need to copy and paste here in single quotations. Then storage allowed locations. So from what is the allowed location is S3 bucket. So equal to in brackets single quotation we need to paste the S3 bucket URL. So from that bucket we can load data. So something stick.
Bro, create a storage integration, not an integration. First line, fifth.
To create storage integration. Okay, fine. So then run this one. Integration is to Snowflake successfully created. So after that, we need to describe the integration. Describe integration. Okay. So then we need to paste. To describe integration is to Snowflake. So then here we can see this role. You can see this is storage role area. This one. But here we have storage AWS. Uh, I am okay. This one trans. So I am user ARN. This is the user ARN. So click on this one, copy this user ARN. Okay. So again go to AWS account, type I am. So then I can go to the roles. So here go to our role. Okay. HTTP Snowflake data loading. So after going to here, you can see trust to relationships. Okay. Then edit trust to policy. Okay. Delete this one. So paste the code. Again scroll down, update the parse. So now the connection is established between S3 and Snowflake. This is the so now again go to here. So after that, so what we need to create? So directly we can't access data to S3 Snowflake. So in between we need temporarily one stage. So that stage we need to create. So create stage. So here I'm giving my S3 stage. Then again URL. So we can go. So copy this URL. Okay, no need to go to again. We are already we having the URL. So this, okay. So we need to paste in single quotations. So then again, so we need to mention the integration name. Is integration. Copy this Snowflake. So we need to put the integration. Then again, finish. So integration. Oh, stage area my stage successfully created. Now we can see the data from S3 bucket in the Snowflake. Select $1. Okay. So $2, $3, $4, okay, $5, and give $6, and suppose that's it. So from data, so always remember when we are using the stage anyway, so we need to get the data. Okay, so copy this stage. Directly you can't give only without this. If you give a data, it not show anything. It will throw the error. We need to always use the data stage name. So this is the symbolic how to show the stage. Okay. So now we can see the data. We have four columns. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is one ID column. So we have numeric data, and in $2. Okay. Name column we have string ABCD. Okay. Varchar. So one is 3 salary. Okay. So we have numeric data again, and for department data. So we have numeric data. There is fifth and sixth rows columns. We don't have the data, so that's why it's showing the null values. Okay. So now as per the requirement, we need to create the target table here. So the data type should be must match. Okay. You can give column names anything, ID, name, salary, department. Like you can give employee name. Okay, or you can frame what complete department name. So, but the data type should be match. So, if the data type don't match, so it will throw the error. So, we have ID name, salary, department ID. Okay, for that, we create one table. Create table. Okay, giving okay, ELB table. Or you can load the target. So, here I'm giving ID. So, in so apply name, varchar, then a salary, number, then department ID. So give name. So this is a way of creating the table. So, yeah. No target table is created. So now what we need to do? So copy into copy into target table from data my stage. So after that, if you load this one directly, copy into target from state. So numerical ID is not recognized by file CSV. So if there is no that heading, you load the data. But we have CH file heading, right? So this one. So this file you are loading. So ID name salary department ID. Okay. So we have this one. There is no this value, it will load the data. So for that, we need to create the file format. It is a CSV file, right? So we need to include file format. Okay. So file format is equal to. So we can create outside and we can use the file format name, or if you don't create, outside, then you can mention here. So type equals CSV field delimiter. So we have comma, right? Comma. Hello, hello, చెప్పండి క్లాస్ okay. From field element comma, then skip at the equal one. So this is after that you need to run the this copy. So now file status loaded. We trace this. Okay, now we can check the data from the target table. Select target. So the ID, employee name, salary, department. Okay, here we have data. Okay, so this is a way of loading. That is దాంట్లో ఎక్కువ చేరింగ్ తెచ్చుకోవాలి చూడాలి. Okay, so this is how to load data. Suppose so I'm running copy command again. Okay, see copy executed with a 0 file space. Okay, it means so if you try to load same file, we can't load again. Okay. Suppose I'm creating one more table, create table. Okay. It means like EMP. Okay, like a target field. Okay, table is created. So now we have target table. Then select start from now no data. So now instead of this target table, I am giving the EMP here. We get it showing loading data. So we can check data on this EMP table. So suppose I'm loading again, I'm running save copy command again. Okay, so copy with 0 files plus means so same file we can't load into the same table. Suppose if you want to load same file again, so we need to go with here. Okay, so 4 is equal to 4 is equal to true. So we load again the same file and again. Okay, now we can check. Now we have 40 rows. Now we can open the load again. Control. So now we can check 60. Again you can load into the target table. See. Can check data. So 60 rows. 60 rows. So again we can load using the force equal true. So this is one. So while without using force, okay, when you run the copy command, it's going to check the copy history. It will check, it will knows, okay. So already the file loaded, So if you load again, it's going to be duplicate data. So that's why the Snowflake not allow directly loading again and again. But if you want to load same data again, so we need to use the force equal true. So now go to here, go to S3 bucket, then check here. So open this file. Okay. Okay. So CSV files. So now we have csv.txt. Okay, we have the file. So now what I'm going to do. So force equal to or I'm using this one or we can include in this one. So per equal to true. So what it will do, see, run this one. So first take in target table how many rows we have. So in target table we have 6 rows. Now run this. So rows loaded. Now check the 80 rows. Now again try to run this. Okay. Copy executed with 0 file. It means So when we use the per equal true, so it won't load again the file. Okay? Even you can use EMP table. So it's not loading into the target table, but check with the EMP table. So it's not loading again into the EMP table also. Why? So when we use per equal true, so it will load that CS file into this target table. After loading, it's going to delete that file in the S3 bucket. Even when you check from data from the stage, so we don't have any data. So when we use the per equal true, it will load data into the target table. After that, go to again see S3 bucket. So here we can check. So we have CSV2 file, right? We can do. So there we can refresh directly, but I'm showing. Okay. So we need to remember the process. Okay. So it will delete that file in the S3 bucket. Okay. So that is the per equal to. When we use the per equal to, so it will load the file and it's going to delete that file in the S3 bucket. Suppose I'm loading again same file. See what we have. CSV2 and upload. So now see the data. We have file and data. Again the copy command. Uh, so it loaded the data. Check the target table. So this is EMP table, right? EMP table. Now we have items. So now you can go to S3 bucket. So refresh here. Now we have csv.txt. Refresh. So we don't have the file here. No files. So this is graph loading. So data. Okay, when we load the same file, we need to use the per equal to true or force equal true. If you want to delete that file in the S3 bucket, so we need to use the per equal true. Okay. So this is the basic thing. So in interview they will ask if you loaded same file. Uh, if you want to load it again, what are we going to do? So there are two ways. One is we need to use the force equal true or per equal to. Per equal to what we'll do, it is going to delete the file in S3 bucket. So force is equal to it's not going to delete. So we can use force equal to or we can rename the CMP table and you can load it. So you can rename it and you load it again without using force equal to. So usually when we run the copy command, so before running it in the background, it's going to check the copy history. So if file are already loaded, it not load because of if you load again, we will receive the duplicate data. So this is a way of loading data in the Snowflake. So this is normal thing, but in real time, how we going to handle error data? So that we will see tomorrow. So now okay, we going to load data using the Snow pipe. Okay, so same link rejoin with the again in the meeting. Okay, there is only 1 minute. Same link rejoin.